Hi, this is Jim from Animal Ability and fitness contributor for Wild Warrior Nutrition. Today we're going to show a full body workout with anterior chain emphasis. So let's get to it. Okay, going to use a bar pad here for this Zercher squat so that keeps the pain in my arms at a minimum so I can actually focus on working the legs. And we're going to start from a good stretched position. I've got the spotter bar set pretty much at rock bottom. You could deadlift this up and sit it on your thighs, but then the bar pad becomes a big pain in the butt to slide your arms in there because it's very awkward. So you're wasting a lot of energy trying that. So if you can do it with a spotter bar, that's the best. And here we are. I'm strapping on a dumbbell to the bottom of my foot. Going to do a standing hip flexion. You'll want to stand up on a bench just to get full range of motion. Okay, you'll want to lift your knee above the hip crease, keeping the bottom leg straight. And of course you will do the other leg when you're done with this. Sliding over a little bit because the dumbbell hit the bench. Usually I try to do anywhere from 15 to 20 of these. And here we are with a Nordic leg extension. I have to use bands to keep my knees from popping off the floor, I guess because my upper body is heavier than my lower body. And I've gotten to the point where I'm going down and touching between my shoulder blades to a small medicine ball instead of leaning my head back and touching the back of my head to the floor, trying to increase my range of motion even more. I'm not going to the floor yet with my shoulder blades, but I'm getting there little by little. These I try to do anywhere from 5 to 10. I rarely go over 10 of these. Just depends on if I want to do sets or how many leg intensive exercises I've done before. And here we are with Sissy squats. I'm actually going all the way to my knees graze the floor, just using the backs of my hands against the uprights for balance. These I try to generally do 10. As you can see, I almost lost my balance there. And once again, kind of depends on what you do before. Trying to keep the glutes tight, butt tight, gut tight on these. And here we are with a kettlebell tibialis raise. So of course you would do the other one also. Usually these smaller muscles respond better to high reps. And this muscle is actually your natural shock absorber. So not only does it protect your knees greatly, I mean it'll also give a little ankle protection, hip, and low back protection. Very, very good exercise. And here we are with a gymnastic inspired exercise called an ice cream maker. It's a very advanced exercise, and I'm using a pronated grip. You can use a neutral or a supinated grip. Supinated grip would be for working, emphasizing more biceps. And here we are with a kettlebell plank row. When you're rowing the kettlebell, you're driving the other kettlebell into the ground. This is completely different from using dumbbells. A lot more balance intensive here. I'm trying to minimize torso rotation. Now we have a classic dumbbell incline press. I'm going full range of motion, so the inside bell is hitting my delt pec tie-in. If you cannot do full range pain-free, go whatever range you can and try to build up or use a lighter weight. I'm doing loaded stretching, by the way. I posted a video on that recently. And here we are with a classic pec deck. I've got the thing set so I can get a good stretch on this one also. Full stretch in the pecs. Hands open, so I'm using minimal forearms and upper arms, trying to isolate my pecs. You're always going to be using a little bit of the front delt. Ten, 15 reps is usually good on here. And here I am doing an alternating dumbbell curl. Now I'm doing it pronated to supinated. Got a little bit of wrist extension to keep tension on the biceps. And I'll also show you a different version where you're fully in the supinated position. Here goes. Got my elbows basically against my lower ribs. And I find this version a little more intensive because you can't get any wrist extension to keep tension on the biceps. And here we go with last but not least, power wheel walk. This works your whole anterior while working the tricep. Or chain, I'm sorry. Very, very good exercise. Along with triceps.